So today's market watch, we got some really weird cards that are making some really weird moves in the market. Buyouts are still happening, and I think that's the thing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players don't realize. When you're asleep, buyouts are happening. When you're eating, buyouts are happening. When you're going outside and playing with your dog, oh man, buyouts are definitely happening. And we're seeing it consistently on the market, which shows sign of a healthy secondary market. I think a lot of people get confused or get upset or a little angry when they're not involved in every single buyout, to realize the fact that buyouts are consistently happening all the time. Yu-Gi-Oh players are trying to get ahead on the ball on all these moving parts, that is, ban lists, new set releases, any kind of erratas and or changes KONAMI does, any kind of hype that happens in the OCG market, as well as any kind of releases that are inevitably going to come out here in the TCG market. This is all majority of moving parts that Yu-Gi-Oh players individually and or stores and or vendors, as well as backpack vendors, go in and move on, and they start making their picks, making their cards, buying cards up. The best ones to do it, original print, high rarity, older cards, but we're seeing it happen with a lot of other random cards as well, like super rares and ultra rares, and that's really interesting to see. Something that really has not been done in a while. And the reason why this is all happening so even more faster, I personally believe, is not because of just the market watches, who definitely has a huge influence, is because everyone realizes, wait a minute, we're in the age of the internet, where I can look at my phone, and I could be able to go ahead and find out card prices, and find out what news, Yu-Gi-Oh news, and factoring all this in, Yu-Gi-Oh players can make their adjustments as far as what they're buying. You know, instead of buying Ulti Duality, which I still need to buy, buying other cards that I'll mention here in the market watch, which you'll see that are changing. And I think that's really important for these prices to move. It makes stores move faster as far as their buys, and it makes vendors move even more faster as far as where they're moving into. Look in the market watch though, guys. No movement across. Oh, but real quickly, so say thank you if you're a Patreon. If you're not Patreon, check out the link below. Also, comment question of the day: what deck are you playing right now, and are you going to be changing your deck? I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players will be changing, looking to change the Salamangreats, but how many? Are you sticking with your deck? Are you playing Burning Abyss? Are you playing any Shaddoll variants? Are you playing the new Trickstars, which might be a real thing? Look in the market watch. I'll show you in a second. What are you playing? Comment below. Let me know. Also, if you have any questions, please make sure to comment below at the end of every one of my market watch videos. I answer one of your comments, and I kind of want to do that because it's kind of fun to do and kind of gives me a way to talk to you guys a little bit better. Anyway, guys. Oh, since you're already down there, you know what? Guess what? You can hit subscribe. Hit the little bell notification icon to alert you when these videos go live. Also, hit the like button. Anyway, guys, look at No More to Cross Out. It's kind of doing some weird things. And I'm talking about every version of No More to Cross Out. Just Hobby League 6, no one to cross out, which can be a problem. I'll mention in a second. Market price showing this card to be about $360, and no, it's not. It's almost bought out. Actually, there's unlimited near mint, almost near $6. After that point, it's hitting near $7 for no one to cross out. Page bomb outs roughly around $8. Very few listings available. Here's the problem with this no one to cross out. If you're looking to play at any KONAMI sanctioned event, any YCS locals, regionals, any KONAMI sanctioned event, this card's illegal. That's right. You can't use this no one to cross out. This was a UDE upper deck version of a card. They were Hobby League cards. They're made a lot thicker, which can get you in a lot of trouble. So if you're looking to pick up this number to cross out, realize this is only for goats. You really can't use this for anything else other than that. Looking at all the versions of number to cross outs, there's Dark Beginning 1 and Pharaoh Servant. In my opinion, I think Pharaoh Servant First Edition is the best one. But, you know, Dark Beginning 1 is kind of cheap right now if you want to get in on it. Market price showing this card to be about $7. And for unlimited near mint, it's actually almost around $5. I think this was the non-First Edition version. Yeah, it is. Alright, so yeah, it's around $5. So if you kind of want to get Dark Beginning 1, you can. It's relatively inexpensive. Now, why would you want to get this card? Well, sub-tariffs, I guess. I guess that makes the perfect sense. And as much as I think Royal Command's better, I don't think No More to Cross Out's worse against sub-terrors. I mean, you don't want to cross out Guru in sub-terrors, well, you kind of win automatically. So it's definitely a good card, and I definitely recommend if you are looking to play against sub-terrors, specifically sub-terror Guru Control, you get your No More to Cross Outs. Just be careful. That deck plans for cards like this. Plans for a lot of things. Moving forward, Magical Musketeers is getting a new Link monster. The prices were going down for a while. Look in the market price, it's around almost near $11, and that's where it is over here, almost $11. Alright, makes sense.
Why is Weather Painter Snow $9? This makes absolutely no sense. Weather Painters aren't doing anything to meta, but somehow they're just maintaining value and slowly have been increasing value. Specifically Snow. The rest of the deck is like $5. And then looking at Magical Musketeers Starfire, it's around $9. Once again, I understand this. I totally get this. Muskets are getting new cards. It did nothing to OCG, but then again, our meta and their meta is completely different. And I wouldn't be surprised if Musketeers actually do things if we get them coming out soon. Up next, Savage Skull Dread. So, looking at the original print from Extreme Force, market price on this card to be about $19. Unlimited, it's about $22. First edition, we're going to see roughly around $24. And the page bomb out's around $28. There's 4, that's kind of a wall, I guess. Almost near the $28 price point as well. Savage Skull Dread's definitely a card that is making moves in the market. And I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are finally going back to this card and utilizing it more. Obviously, a lot of decks, right off the top of my head, that Crusader Guardragon, we saw a deck profile that uses 2 of these. That could be it. And just in general, it's going to be a played card. I think it's going to be a played card moving forward. It has a lot of great abilities that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players definitely can take advantage of with these new things, i.e., you know, bringing out like Shaddolls and all that fun stuff into like what mixed it with decks like Thunder Dragons. Looking at Savage Skull Dread from the 2018 Megatins, it's about $20. After that, it's about $21 relatively soon. Yeah, pretty good, interesting card price, to be honest with you. Up next, Turbo Burst Dragon. I covered the card earlier this week, but I'm going to go back into it because the market price is under $5, and it's still going higher. Its price point is hitting almost near $10 for this card. This card's phenomenal against strikers, which, let's be honest, is probably the best deck right now. Fully unlocked, fully hit. Well, I think it got 2 terraformings, but for the most part, oh yeah, and got that one hit to that one, Hornet drone card, but it doesn't matter. The deck's fully unlocked for the most part, and looking at the OCG, where strikers are so hit so heavily, they're still showing meta play. So I think it's easy to say that here in the TCG, Sky Strikers are still going to be meta relevant, without a doubt in my mind. Looking at Card of the Mice, another card I covered early in the week, it's going higher in value. Of course it is. Monarch Stormforce at 3, Card of the Mice is a card that 2 Dracos need to play, and it's one of the very few money cards that 2 Dracos need to play, and its market price is about $15 in both versions. Once again, guys, if you know what I said in the previous market watches, prices of cards with varying rarities cannot be sustained, as well as First Edition Unlimited, which we're seeing here as well. This is a double entendre. So I think after this YCS happening this weekend, actually today, we're going to see Card of the Mice and other card prices start separating, either going higher or going lower. In my opinion, I think we're going to see Card of the Mice increase even more so in price, so keep an eye out for this card. Pendulum is another card that's been going up slowly in value. Market price on this card be about $4.85. It's about $5.50, and after that, it quickly hits. I mean, it's a wall of 10, almost at a $6 price point for this card as a super rare. Pendulum Core also came as a common, so you can get if you want to spend less money, but it's a $3 common. Get wrecked. Pendulum Core and Pendulum in general are slowly going higher in value because Pendulums with Barlow Savage Dragon and with different variations of the deck can still show meta play. In fact, I predict this weekend in the top tables, we will see Pendulums being in there. It's just a good deck, and I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players know this, and that's why we're seeing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players start picking it up because for a while it was relatively inexpensive and it's slowly getting higher and higher in value. Another card is also Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Market price showing this card to be about $8. Limit near mints roughly around $9. And after that, it hits around $10 for Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Now, that's for Shining Victories. For the Battle of Legends, it's almost hitting $10 as well. This card was like $6 forever, and now we're starting to see it hit $10. I wonder, could it be that Crusader Guardragon deck that you know we saw the other day, not too long ago, being released and being shown to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Players? Could it be something else in general? Who knows? But we do know is Crystal Wing Single Dragon is going higher in value. Pot of Eyes is another card it's really, we just got a new pot card, Extravagance, but his eyes is still going higher in value. In fact, look at the market price is about $12.50, and Unlimited near mint is about $25. Did I say $12.50? Yeah, $25. First edition is also around $25. There it is again, guys, Unlimited and First edition. In this case, I think it's safe to assume that the First edition Desires is going to go higher, and the limit's going to probably remain the same, if not maybe even go a little higher to match, but nothing too crazy. The reason why Pot of Eyes is still a good card, because even though Extravagance is a phenomenal card, in certain decks, a Pot of Greed, not every deck can run Extravagance, but every deck can run, a majority of decks, if not every deck, can run Pot of Desires. So that's why you're seeing this card go so high in value. Looking at the Ultra Rare Pot, the Mega 10, Ultra Apologize, it has officially hit $5. Done. This card was $3, then eventually hit $4, and now it hit $5. Now at this point, there might not be too many walls of Apologize. Looking over here in the market, there's 25 wall, which is 5, which is 5 and change, 524. But there's not many. We should see like 70, 80, 90 card walls. They're all broken. All of them. Another one at 25, almost at a $6 price point. Like, Apologize is going to be going higher, and wouldn't be surprised to see the Ultra Apologize hit $6. Up next, El Shaddoll Annoyatalis. This card is $11, only came out in Cross Souls, and looking at it, it's $18. In fact, this card's almost bought out on the market. El Shaddoll Annoyatalis is the card that is decent, but I don't know if it's good. I love the artwork, but I don't think it's like should be that much praise. But it's not a bad card. I'm in a weird position with El Shaddoll Annoyatalis, and I would love to know what you guys think. Do you think Shaddolls or Shaddoll variants are going to be topping or playing in this meta? If you do think so, please comment below. If you don't think so, let me know why. Let me know what can be Shaddolls. They have now gotten one construct, and for the most part, this wasn't like Cosmos getting Dark Destroyers. Even though Shaddolls got 3 constructs, just hold on because we're about to enter a whirlpool of insanity. But it's amazing to see that with Shaddoll construct going to 1, Annoyatalis is spiking height and value. Moving forward, looking at Grista, another Shaddoll card. The Mexican version is like 70 cents a dollar. It's nothing. Looking at the new challenges, well, that's different. In fact, this one's about $3.50. Quickly hits around $4 for El Shaddoll Grista, a card that I guarantee you Shaddolls don't even consider to play, but we have it here. It requires 1 fire monster. Shaddoll Salamangrates, I guess. I don't even want to speculate as far as why this card has so much crazy value. It's just the fact that it's increasing in value is just mind-blowing. The market price for this card is actually $2. It's hitting almost near 4s. Up next, the Grass Looks Greener. I talked about this card a while ago, and sporadically I want to talk about it. This card went as low as like $3 for the Raging Tempest version. The only version of this card, market price showing this card to be about $4.67. Unlimited, it's about $5.47. First edition, it's about $6, $6.44. Wouldn't be surprised if we see this card hit $7 to $8 for a banned card, due to the fact that this card is a solo print out of Raging Tempest. OCD has this. I understand the mentality of Yu-Gi-Oh players buying into this and or holding this card. Why get rid of it? OCD has it. We might get it. I totally agree with you, by the way. I don't think it will come off the ban list, but I understand why you would hold it. It makes perfect sense. Up next, Anti-Magic Arrows. Here's a card nobody's talking about, nobody's looking at, because everyone kind of forgot about it. Quick play spell card at the start of the battle phase for the rest of the turn after this card resolves. Spell and trap cards and their effects, more importantly, cannot be activated. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to this card's activation. What I love about this is it's so good against so many decks. Take Strikers, for instance. They love activating cards during the battle phase. Well, Anti-Magic Arrow says no. You make a nice board, you enter your battle phase. Normally, that's the point where your opponent goes, alright, you're in your battle phase, Widow Anchor. You're like, what, at the start of my battle phase? Yeah, I just want to activate Anti-Magic Arrows and shut you down. So, put that down. I think Anti-Magic Arrows is definitely a big sleeper card and definitely has potential to be a meta card in the future. Look at the card price of the market, it's $5. Well, it's actually $4. There's actually a bunch of listings over here for $4 for Anti-Magic Arrows. Definitely a sleeper card. That's definitely a tech card that could be useful now or in the future, but obviously it's a good card. Has only a solo printing and duels pack Battle City. Moving forward, Invoked is going up in value. And not really Mecha, but it's actually going lower in value. Rage is going higher in value. Rage's market price is about $7.30. First edition is about $8. And it wouldn't be surprised if this card goes even higher. Look at Invocation, it's going lower in value. Look at the Super Rare Invocation. View all versions. The Super Rare Invocation, this one actually stabilizing roughly around $6. This card used to be around $5 forever. And now it's hitting about $6. Up next, Strikers. So, I reported a couple of days ago to you guys, Strikers are going lower in value, and I'm like, okay, the hype's dead, that was fast, no big deal, Strikers are going lower in value, I get it. In fact, I still think Strikers are going to go lower in value after the YCS, unless we see a significant amount of Strikers in the top tier decks at this YCS event. With that said, looking at Sky Striker Mobilizing Gauge, it's currently $55. It's back to its hype price. Looking at Sky Striker Widow Anchor, it's about $33, and after this playset's gone, it's about $36, $1 higher than it's 30, because it was at $35 with the price hype. Strikers are going higher in value constantly, and it's really weird to see this because I think that Strikers, one, desperately need a reprint, and two, are amazing a banlist hit target. Every banlist, every Sky Striker player has to be sweating out of their mind
wondering if what's gonna get hit and what can get hit. It's amazing Konami, for 2 banners, has not hit strikers, where in the OCG, they got hit consistently. Really interesting to know if strikers are gonna make it to our nationals this year. Same with my Ultra guys. My guys gonna make it to nationals, like my babies. I don't know, I might be changing teams. I might be Team Subterras. I'm testing both decks. I still love my Ultra guys though. Subterras, I think they're new, so they're more fun. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with my strikers. I mean, Ultra guys. Those are my babies. Anyway, Witcher Strike from Savage Strike. Striked. Market price on this card would be about $23. It was actually around $25, and we're seeing it roughly around $21. Here's the weirdest thing about this, and I'm dead serious about this. Savage Strike cards, for a fact, in my opinion, 1 if not 2 out of all the cards are set are about to get bought out. And that's a weird assumption, being the fact that it just recently came out. Wouldn't you agree? Well, here's why. If Witcher Strike shows any kind of main deck meta play that is played in the top tier decks, this card's going to be hitting back to about $60 to $70. You know, the pre-release price. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. It's a phenomenal card that just needs a certain criteria to be met in order to win the game. Dot flip effect. It's really interesting to see that. But its current price is around $21. I'm debating on buying these. Oh, I don't know if I should or not. Up next, Psychic Wheeler. This is another card. It's around $17 to $18. Looking at the market price, is around $17 for this card. It's dropping lower and lower in value. It spiked up to around 40s, went back down to around 25, and now it's actually under that. And the thing about this card is, I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players that are playing Burning Abyss need this card. Every other Yu-Gi-Oh player, for the most part, didn't care about this card, but new Burning Abyss players cared about it. So henceforth, the price rose and now declined. My assumption of this card, well, it depends. If Burning Abyss do just as good, I think they're gonna do pretty good at this YCS event. I wouldn't be surprised if this card will go back up in value. It wouldn't face me at all, because I think it can. It has the potential. Looking at Trickstar card, a Trickstar card which actually is pretty good, and for the most part, it doesn't make Trickstars terrible. I think Trickstars need more, but this is a great card for a deck that's been around, I don't know, forever. Look at Trickstar card, the ultra rare version of this card is a little bit higher than its market price, but not by a lot. It's roughly around $7 for Trickstar Corbane. It's still a phenomenal card. You know what's really interesting about this though? Corbane is going up in value, stabilized in value. Reincarnation has actually went up. Looking at original print Reincarnation from Code of the Duelist, market price is about $7. Unlimited's around $8. After that first edition, it's hitting near $8 as well, almost near $9 for this card. This card was at 6s. Both of these were at 6s. Looking at the Trickstar Reincarnation, it's around 6. In fact, market price should only be around 7. I guess it's hype price. But this was around Trickstars. What's Lycra's looking at? It's just, Trickstars are doing some weird things in the meta market right now. Looking at Lycra's, it's a little bit under its market price. It's not really doing too much. But once again, this all depends what happens with the YCS. If we see Trickstars do things, Trickstars like any variant of Trickstars do things, or Pure, God, if Pure can do it, that's a weird YCS. But if we can see Trickstars do things, it'd be really weird for these card prices to stabilize, and they would absolutely go up higher in value. In fact, I'm guessing if we see Trickstars at top 32 or 64, depending on attendance, YCS Antarctica, we would see these cards go higher in value. Next, World Legacy Guardragons. I mentioned before about Guardragons with Crusaders and how that can be a viable deck. We'll look at the market price. It's about stabilized. It does hit almost near $7, but there's so many walls. 45, 15, 12 walls. It's stabilized roughly around $6 to $7 for World Legacy Guardragons. Well, let's see what happens and see how these walls look. Once again, 49, 45, 15, 12. The initial walls holding it under $7. If this deck sees any kind of meta relevance. If it doesn't, this price will tank to $3, easy mode. But if it does, $10, $15, wouldn't be surprised how much this card will actually go higher in value. Alright guys, so comment question of the day. Pop goes the Weasel, because the Weasel goes pop. Anyone? Okay. It says, read me. Do you think buying banned cards is a good idea? As we all seen Monster Reborn came back to 1, card destruction, and Shaddoll construct recently, I think it would be a good idea. Welcome to my channel. Yes, absolutely. Buying banned cards is an amazing idea. Now let me just preface something real quickly. 2 years ago,
3 years ago, a majority of banned cards were under $1 for the highest rarity for a majority of their listings. And the reason why is because nobody was doing these market watches, nobody was spreading that awareness of letting everybody know that banned cards had value. Banned cards can't come off the ban list. Shaddoll Construct Ultimate Rare was an $8 first edition Ultimate Rare. I should know, I bought one, and I mentioned it on one of my first market watches. Dante wasn't even banned, was around $4. Yeah, pretty crazy. So absolutely, I think that banned cards, buying them and holding them is a great idea. But don't buy low rarity banned cards. You have to get the original first edition or highest version, retro pack, ultra rare. You have to get the harder to get ones. And the reason why is because when Shaddoll Construct came off the ban list, it spiked high in value for the ultra rare. The ultra rares, they moved too, but the ultimate rare is where it's at. Now, once again, you have to get behind the ball on this really early in advance. Had you got back on the behind the ball early in advance and bought a bunch of Shaddoll constructs, you made a crazy amount of capital. But if you just waited till around like the previous ban list, well, Shadolls were already high in value. So as far as a lot of these cards, and one of them I mentioned in my market watch yesterday about Real Oppression, Dual Term, everyone flipped out. V, it'll never come back. It'll never come back, you say. Royal Oppression will never come back? What if I said a year ago, Shaddoll Construct will come back? Oh, V, you're crazy. Stop it with your crazy hallucinations. A couple of years ago, Monster Reborn come back? Come on, V, cut it out. That card's broken. Activate Soul, what's the Soul, whatever, oh my god, I forgot that card. Banned card now, but yeah, activate that, please. I just want to activate. I have it at 3, but I'm just gonna play one. I don't want to be too crazy. Like, come on. There's always an opportunity for time for cards that are currently banned to come off the ban list. If you think a card will never come off the ban list, you're out of your mind. In fact, it's pretty easy to see that any of the cards on a current ban list, as well as limited list, can't come off. They've done it previously. They've done it in the last ban list. The bans before that continue on and on and on and on. Moving forward, I do think that a lot of banned cards came off the ban list. Obviously, I'm not naive to not think the fact that Konami would either A, make a higher revenue of these version of these cards to get more sales, or B, make an errata. But nevertheless, look at cards like Shaddoll Construct that recently came off the ban list. Once again, a year ago, 2 years ago, I was talking about Shaddoll Construct coming off the ban list and getting laughed at. I would love it if you guys go back to those old videos and read those comments. I recently did, and it's hilarious. V, Shaddoll Construct, if it comes off the ban list, I will feel something crazy that they'll do that when it does come off the ban list, they won't do. So, yeah, I do think buying banned cards is a great idea. I think it's a phenomenally good idea. I think it's a smart idea. I think the best way to do it is hit up dollar binders because most stores make them and don't care because if it's banned, they feel like it's never going to come off the ban list. They have the same mentality. So, absolutely, I highly recommend you come off the ban list. One more quick thing. Someone said 360p. When I first upload my videos, they come off at 360p. So, you're the first to see them at 360p quality. Normally my videos, when they do get fully, when they do come up, they're actually around 1080 by 60, which is really high in which quality. Most videos are 1080, and just that. I do 1080 by 60 because I want the high quality so you guys can see the text on the majority of the things a lot easier. You know, little thing of life. With that said, when the video gets first uploaded, it just comes at 360. So if you're sad about that, I don't know what to tell you, my guy. And then someone said, pretty much, I don't know why people watch the video with the bad quality. Welcome to the channel. Hi, how's it going? I do market watches. Anyway, guys, thank you for putting your comments. Seriously, I thank you for putting your questions. If you guys have a question, please put it at the end, at the comment section of this video. I might read it in the next video. I love reading your comments. I really do, guys. And if you like to, since you're already down there, hit the subscribe button, notification bell to get that 360p love, and hit the like button. It's your boy V, and you guys have a great day, paisanos.